All right. So a few more announcements and updates before we wrap things up. We do have some free upcoming webinars that are available. So this is a schedule. So we've got some throughout April, a lot of getting started with different platforms. And if you're using one of the new ones that you haven't yet used, given your trial, then we highly encourage you hop into one of these so you can get started on a good foot. These are available at codehs.com/freepd, and you can always find them there throughout the year. Another opportunity we have is CodeHS student scholarships. We're now accepting applications. This is available for any high school senior who's planning to study something related to computer science in college starting in the fall 2026 semester can apply. And we encourage you to apply. Applications are due on May 20th, and you can learn more at codehs.com/student scholarship. But it's a really great opportunity for students to get some funding towards their future studies and also get to be a part of a community of other CodeHS scholars. We set up video calls and sessions and Q&As with myself and with Jeremy throughout the year. So it's a great opportunity for those students to continue their lifelong learning and great for us to stay involved with computer science learning journeys for our students even past high school. Speaking of which, we also have a college and career center and post high school accounts. So when you go to the College and Career Center, students and teachers can both see this. You can explore majors related to computer science. We have a lot of different resources for students. We also have a list of careers that are related to computer science, along with case studies and stories. Try to connect what you're learning in high school to things that you could use it for beyond. We also have a way for students to keep their sandbox post high school. So if you're a graduating senior and you are 18, then you are eligible to put your personal email in, and that will create a new account that's separate from your student account, but it will connect it and sync over your sandbox programs. So that way, if you worked on something you're proud of or really like, then you can keep those, and then you can keep using CodeHS and using the sandbox and the other tools that we have for individual learners, but in a privacy compliant way. So you're not keeping your student data and your student account, and you are using your personal email instead. And then we also have a LinkedIn group that you can find from any of these pages or at the alumni group app. And it's for students to join to learn more about opportunities that we share, internships that we do, or any other things related to studying computer science and entering the workforce. So that's our LinkedIn CodeHS student alumni group. Okay, as a reminder, we have our digital swag bag. So we're coming to the time we're about to have the survey. And if you fill out the survey, then you will get a follow-up in the next week with Zoom backgrounds, posters, all the session recordings, your certificate for your PD, and you can choose what trial you get through the end of the school year if you want CodeHS Pro with AskAI and vibe coding, or Tinker or CodeHop. And then we'll do a raffle for the iPad giveaway. So before I shift into opening up the survey, I just wanted to share an update since I know we had some snafus earlier, but this is a more filled out example of what you can do with the CodeHS vibe coding chat. So I built this site, and as you saw originally, I asked for a list of places I could travel to. And then I added a few more chats. So I asked, make the colors neon so it's really fun. So it did that. And what it does is it gives you this sentence that says, I've added the neon theme. And it tells you what it interpreted and how it did it. And it uses the right vocabulary, like text shadow. And then it shows the section of the code that creates the glowing effect so you can explore it. And then it has a question mark next to it, and you can click it to explain it further, which I clicked. So I wrote explain this further. And then it breaks it down even further. So you can say, here's how we created the effect. We created this color, and we teach you a little bit about how the hexadecimal turns into RGB and why we picked that one, or the text shadow, and it gives an explanation. It says why it works, and then it says try this in practice. So it just gives you a lot more learning opportunities. So it's about engaging with the material, not just making a website and taking you out of the responsibility of doing anything. So then I did another example. It was bullet point lists. So I said, remove the bullet point list and turn each one into a boxy card that also has an icon related to the city. So it just looks a little bit more fun. And this is the type of thing that you can get versus just making a simple list. Now you have something that's more visually interesting, has a boxy card, has an icon. It tells you about it. It says, here's how you do the styles. It put them on the same line. And then I said, put each one on its own line. And then you can see it updated it to change the card container to a column layout. So it tells you how to do that. So it's a great way to make changes, do things quickly. You still see all the code here. That's the HTML file. This is the styles file. And it gives you call out explanations. So you keep learning and you are focused on creating something, but getting to explore the why and the how in the process and not just taking it away. So this is the type of functionality that we'll offer in the sandbox. If you have our vibe coding add-on and also in the curriculum starting next school year. So stay tuned and try it out. And if you get a chance, give us feedback. So we want to hear what people like, what people don't like, and figure out exactly how we want to roll this out. But starting after Virtual Con, this will be available to attendees. Okay. One more way to stay involved is to apply to be a teacher trainer or join the CodeHS Educator Facebook group. So these are all available links on our website, but great ways to stay in touch and get more involved with CodeHS, learn more tips from other teachers, or help give back to the community by applying to be a teacher trainer.